Hello everybody and welcome back. When we left last episode, we had just assisted these crusaders. I'm hearing a very strange sound, but I think that we are in the festival square. Something's going on over here. Rami and Hulrun. He's the guy that was trying to interrogate me. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal. But would you not agree that this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll in this lovely smoky evening and accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting the demons and the undead that are everywhere now? Clearing out some of this rubble, perhaps freeing people that are trapped yet still alive? The face of this golden-haired Asmar is beautiful, even by the standards of his kind, in whose veins run the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. The old gray-haired fellow seems vaguely familiar. He isn't the leader of the local Inquisitors by any chance. Oh, be careful with him, girl. Those people place no value on science, and they believe that ignoring high-level scientific questions to be the best response strategy. Incidentally, did you know that the fastest way to draw the attention of Iomede's Inquisitors is to heartily bellow Hail Baphomet? After that, you will precisely have 3 seconds to explain yourself, so it's best to be prepared when you do say that. Oh, well, thank you, Neo. But I don't think I'm gonna say that. Not the best opener here. We need to figure out what's happening. Hulrun, don't you dare call me brother, you heretic. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now, when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers. The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Everyone knows, my dearest Prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That is what happened with my adepts. While we were wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People who we could have saved if you'd only let your soldiers to the task and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's your say-so, then that must mean there's something down there. The old man notices your approach. And you! I remember you. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked, and Terendelev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or I'll have you strung up by your ankles. Oh dear, this guy is definitely crazy. And what is that hideous creature? Hulrun peers at Lon. Lon, at your service. My forebears fought in the First Crusade, sir. I've lived in Kenabres my whole life. You haven't seen me before? Oh, must be because you don't ever venture into our underground district. We have been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. The First Crusade? So, you're a mongrel. Huh. You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. All right, let's be off with you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. Well, currently, sir, I'm fighting to liberate Kenabres from the demons, so I am a crusader. A crusader, you say? Ha ha! I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you are speaking. I am the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor. Hulrun, Prelate of Kenabres, by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, and the city defender against threats from within and without. Yes, sir. I am sure you are very dedicated and loyal, but that is not up for question here. Wise Hulrun here believes it's vital to guard this hole, from which he's certain demons will emerge. You know what? There may, in fact, be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it led us. I should have hung you from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged a Rilu Vorlish, there never would have even been a war. Who's a Rilu Vorlish? I guess she is a mage, condemned for using arcane magic. Okay, so she's not a demon, she's a mage. Interesting. Well, I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Iomade. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an Inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomade, and I won't question yours. Well, let's see. I guess I could expose my light of heaven. Maybe that will help Ramian's cause. Let's give that a try. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Kenabres. I am no enemy of yours. The old man frowns and whispers something. A prayer or a spell, perhaps? With each word, his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger, and later, under less fractious circumstances, I'd like to ask about how you came to receive this gift. Oh, good. Seems that we may have turned down the temperature a bit. But that can wait. I must deal with this filth once and for all. Well, I have a question, Sir Hulrun. What precisely are you accusing Ramian of doing?
Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it.
They were trying to help. Remember the storyteller's conversation.
The followers of that crazy runt of a goddess tried to meddle with it using their magic. After hearing a voice in their dreams, my soldiers almost had them caught when Ramian gotten away, allowing the traitors to go to ground. And now the city lies in ruins. It's time I rectify this mistake.
Oh dear, we need to step in. I didn't want to, but I think we need to stop him.
I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. My people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the wardstone already carried the seed of corruption, and they were simply trying to heal it.
Yes, it's exactly what my thinking is.
Well, I've heard similar claims before. Where was it? Oh, yes, Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and that is why I never believed you or your mob's lies for a second. And I was right.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. I don't want to kill him, though. If we say nothing, I'm worried that they're gonna harm this guy. But he's not doing what's right. I think more research needs to be done about this. I can't stall him, though. I wish you'd not lay a finger on him, sir.
The Asmar holds up his hands in a placating gesture. Stop. You are the defenders of what remains of Kenabres. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city?
Ooh, yeah, he's trying to tell me strongly that I made a mistake.
You're a fool, Hulrun. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you the wardstone was weakened and you wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be intact. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the wardstone and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you've done nothing to prevent it. And now you'd rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than to admit you were wrong.
With a wave of his wand, the Aasimar vanishes.
Uh-oh.
Well, at least he got away. Let's see if we can get out of fighting Hulrun. Mad now.
He fled. He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. What about you? Go, bring back that filthy traitor.
All right, let's see if we can get through this.
Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that the demons were about to attack the city, and that the wardstone's power was diminished by taint. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up. But instead, I increased surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the wardstone with the magic. And not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection.
Well, if I were to put myself in your shoes, sir, I can see how you would think all of those things, but there is always another side.
Now listen, this was a long time ago. I was very young, and I just joined the crusade. Kenabres didn't have a garrison. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, some refugees came up to the gates. The guards let 'em in. Why not? They weren't worried about anything. Everybody was welcome. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as the innocent lambs entered, they transformed into demons and rushed toward the wardstone, killing everyone. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their corpses to desecrate the obelisk. They threw blood from afar. They don't dare get close. And then the leader, a demoned, eyeless beast named Manago, jeered and gloated, saying the mortals had been sitting ducks, and she was right. We got what we deserved for letting our guard down. That bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre. Since then, Kenabres has adopted different practices. Where do you think this Ramian would be? I don't know. The weasel can't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably hunkered down in some hole like the traitorous rat that he is. Maybe he's sitting and trembling and waiting till he's dragged out of there. Huh, with the Prelate after you. Seems the only sensible thing to do. That's what I'd do. Well, I'm sure lots of things would be sensible to you. Well, it works. As you can see, I'm still alive. You suffered greatly in battle, sir. Oh, nonsense. I had to deal with a brood of novices. It's nothing. I've taken on worse enemies with the goddess's help. We're running out of options here. You really have no reason to guard this hole, sir. You should go back to, Defender's Heart. They could use your help back there. I don't want to fight him. I'm not going to return with his head. Not quite sure what we're going to do yet about this. But we're going to save, nonetheless. Now, I think we have reached the festival. I don't want to switch gears now and try to find Hulrun. So let's keep going down this way. See if there's anything to loot here. No. Oh. Isn't that same glow that we saw? No, I thought that was green. This is something else. The demon invasion transformed all of Kenabres into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of battle moment by moment, simply by looking at the ruins. From the chimneys torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive, to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But there's no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is Anna, and she's not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place, like a gaze, untethered from any observer. This mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Anna's vested with this power and looks at the world with its eyes. The past, present, and future stand before her as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures and blemishes and flecks marring its splendor. All right, we can look at the past, the present, or the future. Let's look at the present. ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. This is some kind of force or something. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be. But the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is the demon world. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it. But to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal law. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Anna picks the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in her pocket. She is mortal, which means she has the power to decide what to do with it. Oh wow, we got a purple stone knife. We know what to do with it. This is what the storyteller was talking about. Let's look to the future. Good and evil, chaos and order. Everything is in its lawful place in the multiverse and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls, from life into death and back to life again. And the aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. This aeon appeared from outside this world to put an end to the intermingling planes and destroy the world wound. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Deskari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the demon lord cut the aeon down. The destroyed aeon used up its last vestiges of energy. Now they're ready to disperse into nothingness, unless someone decides to preserve the aeon. Will the heroine take on this power so that she may again look at the world through another's eyes? Or will she allow it to vanish? For now, let's retain this power. I don't think it's good. We are not choosing this mythic path, just like we were not choosing the angel path. But I cannot let it go away, not till I learn more about this. The spirit of the aeon dwells out of sight, deep in Anna's soul, like a pair of magical spectacles stowed away until the moment when the heroine once again needs to look at the world through another's eyes. Awesome! So we just got like a new power or something. I got to save that. We've got an enemy here. Alrighty, Lon. Fire.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, Anna.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
Camellia?
It should work. Is it flawed?
Alright, let's move forward. He's gonna come this way because he's a melee. Let's get Seela in front. Alright, well, Jeff, why don't you stand here for now. We do have more people. Oh gosh, we've got a dretch. Okay, you come over here because I don't want you to get poisoned. She can't get him. Go ahead and spit fire on that guy. Didn't do any damage. Okay, Anna. We're gonna bring her up here. I know this may not be smart. Oh crap, I can't do it this turn. Okay. Alright, use your battle spirit, Camellia. Yeah, we gotta split everybody up right now till we can get that dretch under control. Let's activate our arrows. Okay. Alright, Sela.
Into the fray! Ha!
Yep, here it goes. Alright, Ojev. I need to have you come up here. Can you charge? No. Don't need to though. You gotta get this. No, can't get
Cover me, all right?
Alright, get this guy.
Aparane sentes. Tashani savitur.
What did she do? Alright, Ninio. You apparently can't do much of anything. Except run. I need to get you out of harm's way. Alright, Anna, you are still good. Unfortunately now we have people in... Okay, let's come over here. Did that do anything? Alright, Camellia, you're not going to do damage to this guy. You need to get over here and help out. Get out of that gunk. Alrighty, Lon, you work on him. Can you come back 5 steps, please? Okay, he's done. Done deal. Sela? Okay, watch out.
Aparane sentes.
Oh. Okay, Ninio's still useless right now. Okay, Anna. Throw a bomb. Okay. Good job. Okay, Camilla, can you get this guy? Not bad, not bad. Okay, Lon, you don't need to use your arrows anymore. Get this
You
cleric.
won't survive me.
Fantastic. Okay, would you... Doing too good today. Oh. Ninio's out of commission. Anna.
Off with your head!
I'll cut you wide open!
Nice. Okay. Ooh, we've got something magic here. It's unidentified. Let's pick that up. Let's take a look at that. Half plate +1. Well, I think we need to give that to Sela. Definitely. And then we'll just sell this. What does it say? It's hard to believe this place recently held a festive market. Yes, it is. Oh, something's over here. What's this? There's some loot. The owner of this bolt can shoot it to deal 50 points of damage that can't be ignored. It cannot miss. Alright, well, we're going to keep that in our inventory and give it to Lon. That is for a very special creature, not sure who or when. But we're not going to use that just to use it. But I think I need to save that. Alright, let's explore a little bit more. Here's the blood stain of the dragon. Betcha. Judging by the size of the bloodstain, the body of something truly enormous was dragged over these stones. Terendelev, most likely. Yes. They took her this way. Okay, it looks like that's the end of the map. We still have to go back and go into the house. There's stuff over here. Well, let's see where this goes. Oh, there's somebody there. Count Arende's servant. Thank the gods! I found someone who isn't fleeing in a panic. Are you crusaders, mercenaries, perhaps? I am a servant of Count Darren Cale Neves Zalarande. My lord's mansion's under attack. The master himself and all his guests are trapped, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape. Will you help me? The mansion's only a stone's throw away, on the next street over. Oh dear. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. Camellia. Count Aronde. I have seen him a few times before, from afar. He looked highly audacious. I confess that he did capture my attention. But that's neither here nor there. We should help him. The gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us. You've heard about the Arende family before. This wealthy and noble Mendavian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. The last surviving member of the family, the young Count Darren, has an infamous reputation. He's well known for being a rake and a rogue. Where is this house? Well, it's not far. You're better off entering from the next street over through the passage I used to get out. All right, so now we know where the house is. Let's see if we get the exit sign. Yeah, okay. Well, we don't want to go out there just yet. We do need to explore a little bit, and there might be, that is like that guy that said something about answers. He's standing up there. I heard somebody say something. That doesn't sound good. That sounds evil. Unless that's this guy. Okay. Well, it looks like we can go up there. I don't know. Is there another way for us to go? Huh. Let's go over here.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
And it might be rats. Okay, Anna. Okay, I know alchemist fire works on rats, but they're not close enough. Wait, these are. We did damage, that's good. Siva, can you get these guys? Woodruff's got a flaming sword. He might be
No glory without risk!
Yeah, she did a little bit of damage. Okay, Woodruff. Use your flaming sword. Okay. Come on. You're not going to be able to get him with your bow. Can you get him with this? Sweet! Alrighty. First time he used that quarterstaff. Let's just try to hit him, I guess.
The spirits demand your blood.
Yeah, she did 2 damage. Okay, Ninio. You've got a dagger. See what you can do with that.
Huh?
Nope. Alright, here they come. Alright, Anna. Your bomb doesn't hurt people. Does it do? It does fire damage. Okay, we killed one swarm. Siva, can you get this one?
The Inheritor! Guide
Nice.
my blade!
Whew, that could have gone so much worse. Lon leveled up. But, everybody, I think we are going to leave the episode here. Thank you for joining me today. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye now.